She told me that she loved me, that was just a big mistake. I knew that I could have her in any and every way. She caught my heart for the evening and I would find my way. She prayed for me and I just saw her as my prey. Oh, 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 oh. I wish I knew then what I know now. Slow, 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 slow. Listen, young boy, won't you slow down?
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up.
Okay, I gotta go fast.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up.
Kind of a long story.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Speed it up, speed it up. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Speed it up.
It was all bad from the beginning.
Hi family, it's your girl Ocean. The last time I talked to you guys was on New Year's Eve, and I was very emotional. Today I am 37 weeks and 2 days. My due date is on the 24th, so I only got a couple more weeks until I give birth to the princess. I wanted to talk to you guys today because I feel so much better, you know. I had time to sit and analyze my situation, and you know, 2020 was a trying year, and I don't think there's any other year that's more monumental than 2020 for me. 2020, a lot of things was revealed to me. 2020, I got a lot of closure with situations that I had a lot of questions on with family. I talked to my father for the third time in my life since I met him at the age of 13. And I was able to hear his side of the story, because there's always three sides to the story. You hear your mother's side growing up as a single parent, you hear your mother's side, and when your father's absent, you don't hear his side. And then there's the third side of the truth that you will never get unless both of them are in the room, or the untold truths. So for the first time, I talked to my son, my father, and it was a very awkward situation, but I was open to hear him. I think when you grow up as a young girl and you have the absence of a father, no matter, you're always going to want to seek information to figure out like why you are the way you are. You're just curious. Who are you? Where do you come from? You grew up with your mother. What about your father and your father's side of the family? And I still didn't get much information about him. So like now that I'm an adult, I've been through everything, you missed out on so much of my life. There's nothing that you can really teach me at this point. I've learned so much through your absence. And when I finally talked to him, I just didn't like the person that he was, but I did get a lot of closure. So 2020 was very, very interesting. I was sexually active for one day, and I got pregnant. It's just crazy how things work. You have, like I mentioned in my last video, you tell God your plans and he just laughs at you, but life has no coincidences and everything happens for a reason. So I decided to keep my princess, knowing that my situation with my child's father was rocky. I just didn't feel like it was necessary, just because things were rough between us, to end another life. It's just something that I couldn't do. Again, well, 2021's rolling in. It's the 5th day in. She'll be here in a few weeks. And like I said, 2020, I just realized so much. And I have come to realize that, the most toxic people in your life, family, friends, people you're in a relationship with, they are the greatest teachers of life. when certain things are taking place, you don't understand why it's taking place. You wonder, why has this happened to me? What you question God, or why would he allow this to happen to me? And as time goes by, I see that everything is happens in divine order, you know. Things that you don't understand weren't meant for you to be understood. And now I see that, you know, certain people who come in your life, they're put in your life to either teach you something, to fill in a void of something you don't have, or to be your support, guardian angel. And I've had, throughout this journey, I've got each of that. I lost people, I lost family, and when I thought I lost, I gained. Other people came in and they filled that void. Being in and out of toxic relationships, not giving myself time to heal in between, I discovered myself, you know. When you're dealing with toxic people, you realize that, you know, like I said, they're your greatest teachers. With being involved with them, you're going through so many different trials and tribulations, and sometimes when kids are involved, it's drawn out. You feel like, what do you want to, what do you do? Do you stick in it for the kids, or do you do what's best for you? And for a while, I've been, you know, trying to do what's best for my kids, because I feel, you know, me and my child's father, we both grew up in single parent households. You know, we didn't have our father around. And so yeah, when you grow up without your parents, and both parents in the same household, and you become a parent, you want for your children to have everything you didn't have. So you would want to stick it out for the sake of your children, to give them the experience you never had. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, because when people clash and, you know, they're not on the same level, mentality wise, they're not on the same level, they clash and they don't get along, it becomes a toxic situation where you don't even want your kids to be around you guys not liking each other or getting along. So there comes a time where you have to think, you know, it's going to be hard. You know, when you have kids with somebody, and, you know, the parents is all the children ever seen, whether it's toxic or not, the child gets used to that. And, you know, they have a tight bond with both of their parents. At the end of the day, they love both of their parents. They're not going to choose between you both. They love you both equally. After a while, you have to say, you know, enough is enough, that you're not going to be unhappy, and you rather for your children to see you happy. So you have to make a tough decision. It's hard, you know, because like I said, you want to give your child everything you never had. But sometimes it's just not worth it. I'm at the point where, you know, I have to do what's best for me. And what's best for me is to be at a healthy mind state, so that I can take care of my children the proper way. You can live in a separate household and still do what you got to do as parents. You know, I will never take my children. I will never take my children away from the father, but at the same time, I have to remove myself in order for me to be at my most healthiest state. And it hits home for me, because my birth mother, my father never had that chance, you know. She left Miami while she was pregnant. He found out through somebody she went to college with, and she headed back up north. He never had that chance. So I feel like I would never do that to my children, because I know firsthand how that feels to be, you know, to grow up without having both parents, whether they're in your house or not, just to have them where you can contact them, where you have access to them. That's what matters the most. I wanted to record this video to let you guys know that, You know, everything is not glitz and glam. Everybody wants to sugarcoat everything. You know, people living in the same household. Everybody that you see living in the same household, everybody that smiles is not happy. The people who smile and laugh the most are often the most hurting. And you would never know unless they tell you. You can't just assume anything about anybody unless you know them personally. People wear smiles very well. And I'm going to be straight up with y'all. This is what my page is about. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It is what it is. And this is why I make these videos, to show y'all there's a different side of life, you know, that people are not documenting and putting on YouTube for people to see. Everybody wants to put all the happy-go-lucky, you know, everything's good. You know, everything's not always good. But I want you to know that there's always a light at the end of the dark tunnel, and that change is hard, adjusting is hard, but you got to do what you got to do, and you got to make the best decision that's best for you. And I feel like this is one of the best decisions I can ever do. I feel like I'm claiming my peace and my happiness, you know, and I want you to know that taking that step, doing what's best for you, don't go so hard on yourself. Don't feel like, you know, so many of us have been so selfless, where we're doing so much for other people. We're putting so many people before us, their needs before us. We're making them a priority, that we leave ourselves in the back burner and we forget about ourselves. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. It's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to be a priority to yourself. If you don't make yourself a priority, nobody will make you a priority. You have to have that much love for yourself, where you say enough is enough. I know this step is gonna, every journey takes a single step. So, you know, I'm not gonna jump so far ahead. I'm not even going, taking it day at a time. I'm taking it hour at a time. An hour at a time out of the day. I'm planning for the future, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to live in the present. And the present is best to stay in the present, because if you move too far ahead, then you get anxiety, you start freaking out, you start to worry. All of that energy, you don't need that. You just need to be in your present moment. Be the best person you could be in your present moment, and make decisions not based on, you know, on your emotions. Don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Don't make decisions when you are angry. You know, once you make decisions, don't make decisions based off temporary emotions. Once you make decisions that, you know, out of anger on your emotions, you're often going to regret those, because you're like, damn, you know, I was mad. It's too late now. You can't take it back. So, you know, pause. Take time to just sit back, you know, chill. I'm gonna chill on you. We just need a break from each other for a minute, so we can sit and talk about this, so we can, you know, let's come back to this. We too hot right now. Let's come back to this conversation another time and figure out how we gonna make this work. And, you know, as hard as it's gonna be, sometimes separation is necessary. And I am so proud of myself, and I'm so happy, I'm so excited. And it's crazy to say that, because I know it's going to be devastating to my son. My son's 6 years old now. All he knows is his father. He's never, you know, he's never been without his father, you know. He's a good dad. But at the end of the day, we're not good partners, you know. We're not helping each other grow. We're at different levels of life. We think very different. And that's okay. We're parents at the end of the day. We're life partners. You know what I'm saying? We have kids together. This is not something, once you're given that title, it's forever. It doesn't matter if you pass away or not. At the end of the day, you're a mother and you're a father. Once you pass away, you're grandma and grandpa. Your tombstone still reads. Your legacy still reads. All your kids have your bloodline. That's your life partner at the end of the day. it's crazy. But like I said, like I woke up and I'm so happy because, you know, I had that time to reflect on it. And I know moving forward, once I take that time to heal myself, because it's necessary that I take time to just be alone with my children and to heal myself. I'm not gonna try to jump into no other relationship. I'm not even thinking about it, to be honest. I'm not gonna block it off because I know what's meant for me will always be for me. And once you push negativity and toxicness out of your life, those blessings that were blocked, they're gonna come to you. Whoever, you know, I know that I'm gonna attract what I am. I'm love, I'm prosperity, I'm peace, I'm happiness, I'm, you know, I'm an Aries. I'm adventurous, I'm fun, you know, I'm a big kid at heart. I need that for me, you know. I need somebody who thinks like me, and, you know, we can help each other grow. But when you're stagnant and you don't feel like there's any growth taking place, it's time to close that chapter and keep it moving. And that's where I'm at. It just sucks because I'm bringing another life into this. But at the end of the day, like I said, if you have sex one time out of the year and you get pregnant, chances are, you know, God had other plans. So that's what I'm taking it as. I don't regret my daughter. It's the 5th. I'm due on the 24th. She'll be here anytime now. And it's a blessing, you know, because I have the chance now to be the mother and grandmother that I never had, you know. And I often tell myself, you know, I couldn't see myself being the mother with multiple baby fathers, but I bite my tongue on that because there's no way in hell I'm stopping right here, you know. I had my 2 blessings through, you know, unfortunate relationship that didn't last, but at the end of the day, I'm going to give birth again in happiness with somebody who's madly in love with me, and because that's what I deserve at the end of the day. That's what you deserve. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have a family, and you don't want to block your blessings. So even though I'm not ready to move forward, even though I'm not looking forward to being in a relationship, that's only because I need time to heal myself so that I don't damage anybody. You know, there's things that I really need to heal from, so that I'm not a burden to anybody else. I'm willing to take my time, just like God has took his time with me. He has never left my side, and he will never leave your side. And I want you to know, for all my sisters, my young sisters, my young nieces, my girl cousins, for any of you guys who are carrying life right now, and you guys have a similar situation where you don't know what to do, when it's time to get out, get out. Don't stay in it. Don't stay in it, because it's not going to do you any good. And it's better for you, you know, you could do bad all by yourself. At the end of the day, when you think you're alone, you're not alone. Even though I don't have an army around me physically, I know that I have an army spiritually around me. I'm protected. I'm good. I don't worry about nothing. I'm not going to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I tell myself that I'm protected. I'm looked after. God made this happen for a reason, and through the teachings, what I've been through, I learned so much, you know. If I didn't go through that experience, I wouldn't know how to move forward in life. There's things that I've been through that if I didn't go through it, I would not be prepared to protect my children in a certain way, you know. So you have to look at the brighter side of things. You can't just be on a negative mind state, because there's always every lesson is a blessing. That's my motto. Every lesson is a blessing, and you can't take anything for granted. If you have if this video resonated with you in any way, if you have any similar situations, or are you currently pregnant, and are you in a relationship that's kind of rocky, what are you thinking about doing? Do you have multiple children with somebody, and you feel like you're stuck in it because you have children. Listen, goddess, queen, yeah, you're a parent, you're a mother, but know that that's not the only thing you're here for. You know, you're here for, you're on a mission. A job, the best job to ever have is be a parent. You're a mother, yes, but that's not where your life stops, and that's not where it's not where it ends for you. You got so many aspirations, you got so many things to show people in this world. You know, with everything I've been through, I'm willing to share what I've been through because I need to be vulnerable. I can be teaching you something. I can learn something from you, and you can learn something from me. If each one isn't teaching one, we just losing our tutors. That's how it goes. We bounce off of each other's experiences, and we lift each other up, and we encourage each other, and we just share that, similar experiences so that you know that you're not alone. Everything is not glitz and glam, and everybody will prefer to show the better side of things, but I want to show you the awkward side of things. I'm about to be giving birth soon. It's about to be awkward as hell, but you know what? It is what it is. I just need some time. I'm still young. I'm only 28 years young. After her, the next baby I'm giving birth to is a business. I'm about to get on my grind, about to get to the money, establish myself so that, my children don't have to beg and sit at somebody else's table. They can have their own table, They could do the serving instead of being served to. That's my ultimate goal, to leave them with something. So many of us, we start off with nothing. Our parents don't know better. They didn't know better. There's no generational wealth. I need that for my children. So that's what I'm trying to create. But along my journey, I'm going to find that person that's right for me. And when I do, I'm going to give birth again. But at the end of the day, I'm going to try again. But I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. I know, like I told you guys earlier in the other video, when you cry, it's not always crying because you're sad. Sometimes crying is a part of the healing process. Like, do not suppress your emotions. Let it out. Let it go. You're going to feel so much better after. And that's how I feel now. I feel relieved. I'm so happy. I have better things to look forward to. I'm not harboring on the pain. I don't have no bitterness. All the shit that I've been through, all the things that have been revealed to me in the past few weeks. I should be very angry. I should be fucking shit up, but that's not in my nature. I'm not that type of person. I don't retaliate. What you do is your karma. How I react is mine. At the end of the day, God is watching, and you're not gonna get away with nothing that you think that I can't see. Somebody else is watching, and that's how I look at life. I don't have time to be mad or try to get back revenge on people who do me dirty. It's just like, it is what it is. So every day I just live with gratitude, and I'm happy to be here and just try to be a better version of myself the next day. That's all I can do. I'm not in competition with nobody. You are not in competition with nobody. The only person you're in competition is with yourself, to be a better version than who you were yesterday. Oh, I ain't do too good yesterday. I was yelling a lot yesterday. I'm going to try to talk to my child today. I bought takeout yesterday. I was pretty lazy. I'm going to cook a home-cooked meal today. You're your only competition. Just be a better version of you. Try to be a better version of you. We're not perfect, and that's okay. We're perfectly flawed. We just have to do better. That's the goal. I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna see y'all guys soon. Like I said, if this video resonated with you, I want you to leave a comment down at the bottom. Subscribe to my channel. Become a part of my tribe. I know I look kind of crazy right now, but it is. See, I wake up early in the morning. The earlier you wake up, you don't want to be sleeping in your days. The earlier you wake up, the earlier you can start your grind and get yourself together. Leave sleeping for the dead. You only need about 5-6 hours of sleep. Time is money. We got stuff to get to. We got to get to it, So it's It's 6 in the morning. I'm looking tight beat. But I want y'all to see the real me. Like, I want y'all to see the real me. Y'all gonna see me glammed up too. But at the end of the day, I want y'all to see the real me. It's 6 in the morning. Looking kind of crazy. But I wanted to talk to my family. What's good? How y'all feeling? Like, Happy New Year's. Well, I don't really like to say Happy New Year's because even though it's January 5th and the first was a few days ago, I am not into following any pagan traditions. I don't do any, I'm not religious because to me that's a belief system. I don't really go by that. I don't do the holidays. You know, I keep it for what it is. Thanksgiving, I don't do that. That's, for me, it's a celebration of destruction. I'm not into that. I don't follow any pagan tradition, holiday, none of that. Christmas, all of that. Well, nah, I don't do none of that. New Year's is for most people, they follow that to be on the 1st of January. I look at that as the 1st of January is what? In the winter time when everything's dead. Me, I celebrate New Year's Day on the 1st of spring. That's when everything blossoms and comes to life. So while everybody's saying Happy New Year's, I'm just saying Happy Holidays. Happy Holidays. Everybody, oh, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I don't follow what everybody else do. And I'm often looked at as the oddball, and I'm okay with that. I'm not a follower. I'm not here to follow no trends. I set them. So when spring come around, the first day of spring come around, that's when I'm saying Happy New Year's. That's when I'm throwing a party. While everybody's saying Happy 4th of July, I'm saying Happy Juneteenth. Because that's not when my people got independence. That don't got nothing to do with me. So, it is a new year, but, you know, I don't subscribe to that. Like, it's a new year. It is. It's no longer 2020. Happy fresh start. How was your fresh start? Like, it's no longer 2020. It's 2021. How was your fresh start? How has your first couple days of the year been? How are you doing? Are you okay? Are you all right? It's okay if you're not all right. Don't say you are right if you're not. It's okay to not be okay. But just know that tomorrow's going to be a better day. At the end of the day. If you wanted to. Don't harbor on anything negative. Don't keep that in. And if you feel some type of way, express it. Talk to somebody. Don't keep it bottled in. I love you guys so much. And I can't wait to see you guys again. I'll be posting a video pretty soon. And I just wanted to let y'all know that change, nothing in life is definite but death and change. And not even, because we don't die, we just transfer. But anything, change is inevitable. Change is always going to happen. All we got to do is adjust to it and keep it moving. It's not always easy. Breaking habits. It's not easy. Changing your routine. But it's necessary in order to promote growth. So you can become the best version of yourself. And I want you to know, even when you don't think you have support, know that you got support. You got an army around you of soldiers, of warriors, of spiritual, powerful beings. I'm good. I ain't worried about nothing. I don't want you to worry about nothing either. Fear nothing. Let love guide you, not fear. Fear keeps you stagnant. Fear gives you anxiety. It makes you not want to do anything. You got to keep going. Because you got people that depend on you. If you're not a parent, so what? You got nieces and nephews and little cousins that depend on you. At the end of the day, you're important. And you're important to somebody. And you mean the world to somebody. You're loved. And I don't want you to ever forget that. I'm going to talk to y'all soon, okay? Y'all have a blessed one.
Everybody deal with some heartbreak. That's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. That's cold. Everybody deal with some heartbreak. Yeah. Everybody deal with some heartbreak. Yeah. Gotta pick up. I said pick up the pieces. I said pick up the pieces. I said pick up the pieces. I said pick up the pieces.